introduce our YouTube channel and the reason why we chose this topic. I think food is the most important things when we travel. But because of COVID-19, we cannot travel around other countries more freely than before. So, I think it will be great to introduce unique and delicious food from other cultures for those who want to travel around the world but they cannot. People can experience various food cultures indirectly while they watch our videos. We searched on the internet for several times, and these are the foods that are not familiar.
The first is 닭발. I think it will be a little spicy. I've never tried it before, but considering this color and people's reviews, I think it will be a little spicy. The reason why I chose 닭발 is simple. In one experiment, foreigners picked unfamiliar Korean food and 닭발 ranked second there. It can be easily cooked at home as it needs to catch the smell, boil them, and mix them with sauce. Oh, it's spicy.
Me too.
At first, I thought it was a little gross, but as I keep eating it, it becomes better and better.
And next food is cheonggukjang. There is a story of origin about cheonggukjang. During Manchu War, Manchu invasion of Korea in 17th century, the paste called jang was used as food for Qing dynasty. And this is probably the result of a creation of cheonggukjang in a form of fast made, because soldiers cannot wait so long until the paste is ready to be eaten. There are also many people in Korea that don't like cheonggukjang. This is a soup made of fermented beans, so it's a little bit smelly, but I really love this because it is very delicious when you eat this with rice. Then we are going to have a try of cheonggukjang.
It's really tasty. The third food I will introduce is cheonggukjang. Not only foreigners, but also Koreans only heard of this, and I think there are many people who haven't tried it themselves, so I recommend it. There is also a cheonggukjang too. The way to enjoy cheonggukjang is famous. Just put rice into the remaining shelf and eat it. It is very famous that almost everyone knows. Also, eating with kimbap can improve its taste. Now we're going to eat cheonggukjang.
Cause I'm in the stars tonight, so watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice tea and I'll get my ping pong. This is game heavy, can't hit baseball, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey, yeah, this beat chain like money. This go all alone, I'm into that, I'm good to go, I'm back.
I recommend you to have this with rice. Next is Korean sausage called sundae. I believe most students in Korea must have eaten this because it is the most common and most popular food you can find when you visit Korean snack restaurant. People usually order tteokbokki with sundae, and we often eat this with various kinds of styles. Like us, you can have it with salt, but people also stir fry it with other vegetables, and it is called sundae-볶음. There are two kinds of sundae-볶음 there. One is a white one which is not spicy. Second is a red one which is spicy. Both are very delicious, but I recommend you guys to eat the red one if you can eat. Both are very delicious, but I recommend you guys to have the red one if you can eat spicy foods. People also put it in a soup, and it is called sundaeguk. I really love sundaeguk, so I recommend you guys to have a try of it if you have a chance to visit Korea.
Next is 족발. 족발 is a food that was made during the Korean War. As our people were very poor, it is a fusion food with Chinese beef. Today, many people are enjoying it, and I think it is delicious to eat it with 무말랭이 and 막국수. Foreigners find 족발 very interesting. Especially, it is delicious when we eat 보쌈 and 족발 together. The reason why I introduced 족발 is the food itself is unfamiliar to people in other countries. As I mentioned earlier, it is delicious to eat 족발 with spicy foods like 막국수.
Next food is muk. It is a kind of jellied food. In Korea, where there are many mountains, people, especially in areas with a lot of oak trees, used to make and eat this because there are plenty of acorns in autumn. And it is low-calorie food, so it is also famous for diet. We can have this with soy sauce in the form of salad with other vegetables, or soup called mukbang. But I like to eat this with soy sauce because I can feel the real taste of acorn. Next is pupa soup called 번데기탕. I could not find an exact origin of it in the internet, but these days this is known as a high protein food. In Korea, you can find it in the amusement park, at the street store where the festivals are held, or you can also buy it in the market if you want to have a try of it. I also really hated 번데기, but now I really love this because it is very, very nutty tasting, unlike its appearance. The more I chew, the more flavor I get.
The food I will introduce this time is 한과 and 약과. They are a traditional Korean food. I would like to introduce this food because they are included in the gift set for Chuseok and New Year's Day, which are Korean traditional holiday. These Korean traditional snacks are deeply related to the ritual culture because when there was no fruit, our ancestors used to make fruit forms with honey and put them onto the table. The way to eat it deliciously is to eat these Korean traditional snacks with 식혜 and 수정과. Then let's go to 식혜 and 수정과! Yay! 식혜 and 수정과 are traditional unique Korean food. 식혜 is a symbol of 찜질방, right?
Right.
Although a lot of time has passed, many people are still enjoying it. As I mentioned earlier, I would recommend you to eat these drinks with Korean traditional snacks. In the case of 수정과, many people are still unfamiliar with and usually don't enjoy it. I was also unfamiliar with this 수정과 while I recording this YouTube. But I tried it myself and I found that these drinks are very savory and cool drinks. Look at the 식혜 and 수정과 we bought. Today, many convenience stores and supermarkets are selling in this form. Just as our ancestors used it to drink in the hot summer, why don't we drink 식혜 and 수정과 instead of ion drinks? Did our video help you? We introduced some foods that you might be unfamiliar with. As it is Chuseok today, we prepared songpyeon too. It is a traditional rice cake in Korea. I hope you try these foods that we introduced to you. See you in the next video.
Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? We are